They all said Kabir was lazy. He would just shrug and say, "Nah, I'm just waiting for the right time." But here's the thing about time, it doesn't wait for anyone. Kabir lived in a small, quiet village, the kind of place where everyone knows your business. And the local opinion was clear, that kid is never going to amount to anything. But deep down, Kabir had dreams, big ones. He just kept telling himself, "I'll start tomorrow." His books sat on his shelf, collecting a thick layer of dust. His room was a chaotic mess, and his goals. They were drifting further and further away with each passing day. Predictably, his grades started to slip, and his confidence went right down with them. At night, he'd find himself staring up at the stars, wondering, why do I feel so stuck? Why can't I just change? But the stars, of course, never answered back. One evening, his mum sat down with him. With a worried look in her eyes, she said, "Son, life doesn't wait for you to be ready. Every day you waste is like putting another heavy rock on your back. If you keep this up, eventually those rocks are going to crush you." Kabir just laughed it off. Come on, he thought, what's one more day going to hurt? That turned out to be a massive mistake. Now, in that same village lived an old, wise man everyone called Guru Devkind, of like the local Yoda. Rumour had it he'd helped countless young people turn their lives around. Desperate, Kabir's dad took him to see the old man. Gurudev looked Kabir dead in the eye and said, "So, you're the one who keeps waiting for tomorrow, are you?" Kabir just stood there, completely embarrassed. The old man handed him an empty clay pot and a basket full of small stones. "Here's the deal," Gurudev explained. "Every morning when you wake up, you will put one stone in this pot, but only if you complete your most important task for the day. If you slack off, the pot stays empty. Come back and see me in 30 days. Kabir thought to himself, PFFT, easy enough. He was wrong. The very first morning, it was an all-out war with his own brain just to get out of bed. But somehow, he pushed through it. He studied for a solid hour and then, with a sense of accomplishment, he dropped that first stone into the pot. The clinking sound it made was tiny, but for Kabir it felt monumental. The next day he did it again, and the day after that. Sure, there were days he messed up and didn't earn his stone, but he always got back on track. Weeks flew by. The pot started to fill up, and so did his sense of pride. After 30 days, Kabir returned to Gurudev with 20 stones in his pot. He hung his head in shame and said, "I couldn't fill it all the way, master." Gurudev just smiled warmly. "My boy," he said, "don't focus on the empty space. Look at what you've built. A month ago, this pot was empty. You had 0 stones, 0 good habits, and 0 consistency. Now you have 20. This is the power of small habits. One small victory at a time eventually builds a mountain." Those words hit Kabir like a lightning bolt. From that day forward, he started taking small habits seriously. He woke up early. He studied for an hour every single day. He even took a few quiet minutes to just think and plan. Slowly but surely, his focus got sharper, his memory improved, and his grades shot up. A year later, he wasn't that lazy kid anymore. He had even started a small online business right from his village, selling handmade crafts on social media. It wasn't anything fancy at first, but he kept at it. One post, one sale, one step at a time, just like those stones in his pot. The villagers who once looked down on him now looked at him with respect. And through it all, Kabir realized something incredibly powerful. Small daily habits are more powerful than talent. They're more powerful than luck. They're even more powerful than raw intelligence. And let's be real, Kabir's story isn't just about him. It's about you, too. You might be sitting there right now, telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. But here's the truth. Tomorrow never comes. Your future doesn't change tomorrow. It changes the moment you decide to act today. So I want you to think about it. What's your stone? What is that one small habit you can start today? Because that one tiny move, that one small decision has the power to change your entire life. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos to help you build a better life, one day at a time.